Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to What's the Damage, the second one in a row because I have a lot of stuff to complain about today, guys. The second video that I'm recording today is What's the Damage. The next one will also be, I've got a few rants and complaints lined up here for you guys today, and today I'm going to be talking about something that I don't think I have ever addressed on this channel in any capacity, or even Twitter or, Facebook. I don't think I've ever talked about this anywhere on social media, and there is a reason why. There is a reason why, I do have a few controversial opinions, about it, and I understand that today the internet is very easily offended, everything makes everybody get offended, everyone is butthurt as hell and oversensitive, but I'm gonna try anyway, because I've never really cared about offending people on this channel, so that has, like, throughout all the years that I've been on here, that's the one thing that's never changed, I always want to give out my opinions here, and even though I will try to, censor myself sometimes, this is one of the things that I just really want to, just like throw out here, and see what sticks, and I'm going to be talking about it in a very broad sense, but also trying to give my detailed opinions about it. Dating apps. Okay, I'm pretty sure at one point everybody has at least tried a dating app once in their life, even if it didn't work out and you stop using it. Men and women alike of all ages, mothers and fathers and single parents, and there really is no limit to dating apps. Anybody can use them. They are kind of catered to everyone, no matter what age you are, what age group. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody can find something that they want on a dating app, regardless of what you're actually looking for. However, there are a few things that I've noticed across my years of using. Well, like, here's the thing. Whenever I'm single, I try to sort of like use dating apps as kind of like a complementary way of trying to find somebody, because I don't know, because sometimes I'm lazy, guys, because let's be real, dating apps are for people who are lazy, and I am notoriously lazy, okay? So, I mean, you could go out there in the real world and try to fish, manually try to find somebody on your own and let it happen naturally, but dating apps just make it easier, And my favorite, if you apply that term loosely, has always been Tinder, So I kind of use Tinder on and off, Sometimes I get bored of it, I don't find anyone interesting, or I do find somebody outside of Tinder and I stay with them for a while. Then I just, I delete the app, and then later when I'm single again, I go onto it and just to see if I can find somebody. I have found success. I have gone on a few dates through Tinder, and they've all gone pretty well. I can't really complain about the service, I have gone on great dates through Tinder, And there are people who have a lot of complaints, a lot of really crazy stories, like being catfished and whatnot. Luckily, that's never happened to me. But I guess maybe I just got lucky. However, I have noticed certain things in Tinder, at least here where I live, that are just very unsavory, And they sort of kind of like, how can I explain? They bog down the app a little bit, they kind of make it a little more annoying to use, in my opinion, and I'm going to explain why, and you guys are going to understand. But essentially, like, even though it might sound a little insensitive at first, just hear me out, okay? I think that Tinder, or any kind of app that you use, whether it's Happn, Badoo, eHarmony, if that's still a thing, whatever the hell you use, all of them are prone to catfishing. In case you guys don't know, catfishing is a term where somebody pretends to be somebody else, usually by using a photo that's not theirs, to try to lure somebody, usually to meet up with them so they can either mug them or kidnap them, assault them, or even worse, kill them, or sometimes it's just like they do it as a prank, like it's a guy who pretends to be a hot girl or something, it happens a lot. And here I have noticed something else that I think is just as bad as this, and if you stop to think about it, it is sort of kind of a form of catfishing, which is, showing photos of yourself that don't really reflect what you look like in real life. Now, here's the thing. Before you guys accuse me of fat shaming or being, prejudiced against, this and that, let me just explain that everybody has their preferences, okay? Everybody is entitled to their opinions, Even if you feel like that opinion is a little offensive, it's still the person's opinion, And the way you should really stop to analyze what they're saying and why they say it before you accuse them of outright, abominating an entire race or something, Just don't go crazy, okay? But let's talk about fat people. Okay, or overweight, chubby, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm going to call them fat because that's what they are, okay? Now, it is pretty normal for somebody, be it a guy or a girl, to be rejected by somebody who they consider to be more attractive just because they are a little overweight, you know? Now, me personally, I'm not really too big a fan of overweight girls, you know? It's not that I hate fat girls, I'm just not a really big fan, you know? But it's a sexual thing, okay? It's like, it has to do with sexual attraction and some fetishes, you know? And like, something that I prefer that fat girls can't give me, but I'm not going to, you know, get into that here. But it's my opinion, okay? Like, I know what you're gonna say, but you're just being a picky bastard. I don't care what you call me. I don't like fat girls, and go screw yourself if you don't agree. I don't care if it offends you, okay? I'm a thin guy. Look, guys, look at me. I'm paper thin. I'm skinny. I'm not buff, you know? Do you know how many women have told me that they don't like thin guys like me? Like, I've been rejected because I'm thin. I'm not buff. I don't fit into the how can I say? I don't fit into the beauty standards that certain women in society have today, you know? Does that bother me? Not really, because it's their opinion. It's their preference, you know? In the past, it used to hurt me a lot, you know? I used to like try to be a gym rat to work out really hard and get buff, you know? But when that didn't work, I just said, you know what? Screw it, you know? My metabolism is weak and I can't afford, you know, good food to get myself all bulked up, so whatever. I started getting some tattoos, which makes me look a little better, you know, in my opinion. So, like, I have been shamed for being thin, you know? Like, girls would outright tell me that, look, you're too skinny, I don't like you, I want somebody who looks a little better. I have been told literally this, you know? So why can't I say that I don't like girls who are too, you know, big? You know, I mean, there are people who like it, and that's totally fine, but I don't, okay? Don't give me a hard time about it, and I don't care if it offended you. But the thing is, not that I'm after a girl who looks all Gal Gadot, or I don't know, Jessica Alba from 2007, you know? I don't really care too much about bodies, but there is a limit. If the girl is too big, it just makes me feel uncomfortable, especially when I think about us, you know. But anyway, so 7 minutes into the video and I haven't even gotten to what it's about, you know, the dating apps. There are certain techniques that girls are using now to try to catfish other people, which is this. Like, on Tinder, you know, sometimes a girl has low self-esteem, you know, because she's a little chubby, you know, or like pretty much overweight, you know, to the point where she's visibly too fat for what she considers to be attractive in society. There's nothing wrong with being fat, guys. It's not that I think fat girls are ugly. I never said that, you know. There is beauty in everything, but like I said, my lack of attraction to them is completely sexually based, you know. It's something completely different. But like, I understand that because society kind of dictates that overweight people can't be attractive, you know, which I think is wrong. This really affects the self-esteem of girls who are chubby, you know. And then when they go on dating apps trying to find somebody, because of this low self-esteem, they do something that I think is really sleazy, you know. They don't show that they're fat. They don't show their bodies. They take photos. It's like 10 different photos only of their faces. And even then, from a certain angle that doesn't show how chubby they really are, you know? They puff in their cheeks a little bit, you know, and they try to maybe wear maybe a dress that's really tight, you know. They try to hide their physical attributes, you know, and then they take a lot of photos of just their faces. Just a little bit of a tip for somebody who's using Tinder right now. If you're a guy and you for some reason aren't attracted to chubby girls like I am, here's a little tip for you. If you come across a profile on any dating app, you know, and the girl only shows photos of her face, she's fat. You know, she is anywhere from severely overweight to just a little chubby, because if you only show your face, you don't want somebody to see your body, which means that you're a little chubby. I have been a victim of this before. I have been catfished to a certain degree, where a girl only showed photos of her face. Her face looked really amazing. Not a single photo of her body until we met up in real life. It's a little uncomfortable for me, you know, because I just didn't like it, and I refuse to elaborate more on this story because it was embarrassing for both of us. I actually had to lie and tell her that I was moving to another state so she would stop talking to me. Jesus. Whenever somebody on any dating app, you know, on their profile has photos where they are visibly hiding something, you know, related to their appearance, it's because they have something that they don't want anybody else to see, you know. Now, it's worse when all of the photos are heavily photoshopped, you know, like when like if you're a little bit overweight and you make yourself look a little thin, you know, or make your face look better without any imperfections, you know. I mean, guys, it's 2021. do you really think that Photoshop is gonna trick people? You know, like me, for example, I have a photographic eye for this kind of thing. I can look at a photo and analyze if it's real or fake, you know? And just to let you guys know, if you Photoshop yourself too much, when the person meets you in real life, there's a good chance they're gonna be angry and not wanna be with you, you know? I mean, think about it. You show somebody a photo or a series of photos where you're very Photoshopped and you look attractive, but in real life you're not. You're not only tricking the person, you know, you're not only lying to them, but you're doing false advertising. When, like, for example, when they meet up with you in real life, if they do, and they probably will because you look hot in the photos, you know, they're gonna see that you're not that, you know, and they're going to, like, really reject you. Like me, for example, I would reject the person out of anger. You know, like if I see somebody on a dating app and they look one way, and then I meet them in real life and they look completely different, I would be really pissed, man. I would tell the person off and never contact them again. I wouldn't go on the date, you know, it's embarrassing. And it's actually more embarrassing for the person, because if your self-esteem is so low, if you're so dissatisfied with what you look like, then why don't you try to change your appearance rather than trick people into thinking that you look like something that you don't, you know? There is Photoshop in real life, guys, you know, it's called plastic surgery. You know, just to let you know, it's expensive, but hey, I mean, I honestly, if you don't want to do plastic surgery, I don't know, go to a gym or something. If you're overweight, lose the damn weight. If you're thin, put on the damn weight, you know, it's possible. And it's coming from a guy who's tried and failed, but because I'm lazy and I can't afford to have like a personal trainer and actually have a nutritionist, you know, but one day I definitely will try when I can afford to and I have time to hit the gym, you know. Like, I'm not satisfied with my physical appearance. I wish I was a little bulkier, and I know it can happen one day. Everybody can change physically, but I wouldn't go on Photoshop and put my head on like the body of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and put that on Tinder, man. You know, what the hell? Like, everybody's gonna know that it's fake when they see me, you know. It's like, it's immediate. You can see from far away. It's immediate that I was catfishing somebody, you know. So I think it's really stupid, you know. Like, if you go on a dating app and you're trying to find a date and you don't want them to know that you're chubby, then don't use the damn app, you know. Or I don't know, I can't really think of any other examples, you know, with physical appearance, because this is the thing that most irritates me, you know. Like, I don't know, if you have a lot of tattoos and you don't want to show them, and all of your photos are you wearing a long sleeve shirt or a sweater, then dude, don't use the app, you know, if you're afraid of what people are gonna think of what you look like, you know. Like, embrace it, baby. You know, you show as many photos as you can, you know, like tell the person what you're about, you know. Say that you don't care if they care that you're fat or whatever, you know, because this is a lot better than trying to trick people into thinking that you're not fat, even when you clearly are, you know. And I'm sorry that I've said the word fat so many times. It's because this is what most affects me on apps like Tinder, you know, because I see so many girls clearly trying to trick people into thinking that they're not overweight, you know. And hey, there's nothing wrong with being overweight, man. Like, this is one guy's opinion. I may not like overweight girls, you know, I'm not sexually attracted to them, but hey, other people might be, you know, so what the hell, you know. I mean, and there are exceptions, man. If I find a girl who doesn't exactly fit my standards of physical beauty, but she's still an amazing person, I wouldn't care, you know. I really wouldn't care. Again, the whole non-attraction to fat girls is just a preference. It's not a rule. It's not like I would never date a girl who's a little chubby, you know. It's just a freaking preference, you know. But damn, I mean, skinny girls, man, they just, you know, they just roll over a little better. Not roll over, they roll off, let's say, a little better, you know, if that makes any sense, you know. And it's just, I don't know, it just gives me more satisfaction in bed, you know. Okay, so I just revealed a little bit of the reason why I prefer thin girls, you know, but it's all good, guys. I'm never gonna talk about this on YouTube, you know, because I literally can't, you know. The video would be flagged and probably taken down, you know, for being inappropriate, because YouTube freaking okay, enough complaining about that. But anyway, guys, so I really don't know what else I can say, okay? Just be yourself on dating apps, you know. Stop trying to trick people, man, you know, because as somebody who's been a victim of this before, it's really irritating, it's really annoying, and nobody likes it, okay? Everybody hates it, all right? It's not like you're going to trick a guy, you know, into thinking that you look a certain way, then he's going to see you in real life and say, oh, actually you look a little different. But no, I'm going to sit down and get to know you. I'm going to look past your exterior. How dumb do you have to be to believe this is actually gonna happen, man? Real life is not like romantic comedies, you know, where we're usually like, hey, you guys ever seen the movie Shallow Hal, where Jack Black and Gwyneth Paltrow co-star, and she plays a really fat, overweight girl, you know, that's very, you know, picked on because of her weight, you know, but then he's in a trance and he sees her as a thin Gwyneth Paltrow, you know, and he falls in love with her anyway, her character. Then at the end, he sees her as fat and still loves her anyway. That doesn't happen in real life. I'm sorry to tell you, okay? That's not gonna happen to you, all right? I'm laying it out for you here, you know, so you don't get disappointed later. I'm completely laying out the facts for you now so you can understand how life works, okay? Life is cruel, man, okay? I've been rejected many times, you know, for being like really skinny, as I know I would also be if I was fat, you know? But people are shallow, guys, you know? People today, they're very superficial. They want women want a guy with a buff body, and men want girls, you know, women with how can I explain, those really nice curved features, you know, a bikini-esque body. They want girls who are, you know, good, man, who are good looking, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder, you know. So that's my biggest peeve with dating apps, you know. That's the biggest problem. People are getting way too creative with the way that they are being dishonest, you know, and that really bugs me. So hopefully you guys learn a lesson or two from this, you know, you stop doing this and give us a damn break, okay, and just chill the hell out. And yeah, guys, embrace what you have. Okay, embrace it, and I think that's it. I think after this video, I'm gonna get on Tinder and see what's new today. You know, every day there's something new. Good and bad. Ugh. But anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say, guys. Okay, I wanted to get my opinion out there. If you have any opinions as well, you know, try to keep the comments less hateful down there. I already explained why I have the opinions that I do. Okay, so let's just chill down there in the comments, okay? If you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel because I release videos every single day. While you're at it, I think you might as well also hit the notification bell too, so you can know exactly what time my videos come out, because it's an upload every single day, you know. Try to do what I can for you guys. It's all good, guys. Why did I say guys twice? I don't know. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you all in the next video. Roll the outro screen. And also swipe right. Or is it left? No, swipe right, you know, and then roll the outro screen.